Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the main session. Always something with Jack. Anyways, we've got quite a little bit to do today as we try to continue our journey towards Elfrost from Valpor. It's been about a week since you guys have been away from Valpor, and you've had a good long rest at Hisrin's hut. All except one of you, at least. For those that didn't catch the kind of one shot that we did with Julian,
fuck you!
Julian didn't quite have a restful night. So Julian is.
No, I didn't.
Julian is currently exhausted. So that might come into play later on.
And 7 health down as well. Unless you want to let me have that back.
Oh, because that was from before, right?
That was during the fight.
Yeah.
So technically, I did lose 7 health. So.
Well, no. What was your? Well, no. What was your hit points?
It was 22 beforehand. Beforehand, it was 22.
So do it beforehand.
Okay, so it is still 22. Okay, yeah. That's fine. So I have maxed. Yeah. So beforehand it was 22, but like during this sleep thingy, yeah, yes. 15.
But yes, we did our little one shot with Julian and Hisrin. So for those that want to go catch up on those details, I will not spoil it in this session. I'll let go people figure out what happened there, or we'll see if Julian decides to talk about it during the session today. But picking up where we left off last time, which was about a month ago, you guys just had completed a pretty good restful night. You all have had some breakfast, starting to make way out of the area onwards towards Elfrost. It is morning. You guys are up and at it. So let's go ahead and kick things off. I don't think we went through like a wake up routine last time, but we'll just say for the sake of it, everyone is up and awake. Y'all are getting food ready. There's a couple things that happened during the night. Most folks were woken up to Helenestra and Warwick and Belto, I think, investigating a odd pattern of birds flying, almost being disturbed from something in the direction of the forest away from the river. Getting the attention of Hisrin, you all determined that whatever was happening wasn't coming directly towards you all. It was going further north, kind of in the direction of Elfrost, but judging by where the birds were being disturbed, that's all you could really tell from the time being. But about 30 minutes passed or so, no more disturbances of birds, and you all can sit down peacefully for some breakfast. You see Hisrin emerge from her hut and start collecting some things from her garden to make some breakfast. So what do you all do to start off your morning?
Do we get a map?
Yes, we can get you all. You want the full world map?
I mean, I don't know
you
what
hiding
map
again?
But that's no point. I saw Bobby hiding off the screen, so I was wondering because obviously where Julian is right now is not where Julian would actually be. So I think people were situated in different packs. I think at one point at the end of the night.
You want you want Hisrin's
hut. I think it was the end one with the cart and everything and the 2 trees and Hisrin's hut. Yes.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So there we are.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. Cool. Wonderful.
Yep. So there you guys are. So Julian, you're over in the cart, the carriage. Everyone else is. Yeah. This wasn't quite where everyone ended up, as far as sleeping or whatnot, but.
No, but roughly the group on the left, Julian's on the right.
Yep. Yes.
Aww. and ate you. Nom 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 nom.
And that was the end of Nymphus Stormweather.
That was the end of Nymphus breakfast.
So about 10 minutes go by. Everyone's kind of at least aware of each other. Y'all don't see Julian anywhere though. Everyone else has kind of made their presence, kind of just stirring in the morning, but y'all know where Julian is.
Oh, I just died in your arms tonight.
Hisrin's out behind her hut collecting some berries and it looks like a few other things. Probably for a morning tea or something to go with breakfast. Yeah. Um, you so you can. Where are you looking?
No,
The last thing you remember is Julian saying, "Kill me!"
yeah, help me. Yeah, so that is
Or help me, yeah.
at the front of the hut.
In
Yeah,
front of the
yeah.
hut, and then you got a nice little startle off of that because you were snoozing. But after that happened, you don't know where he went. So since the beginning of the watch last night, no one knows where Julian is. The last thing that people remember is that Julian was at the front door of Hisrin's hut.
Whoa!
Um, all right. Okay. All right. So Parthenax, are you still sleeping?
Oh, oh.
Of not seeing Julian around? Okay. Okay. All right. So Xylith, go ahead and roll a survival check. Helenestra, you may do so as well if you want to search for Julian's footprints. Okay. I thought you did last time. Yeah, you were trying to get a sense of what was causing it. Yeah. And then you got Hisrin's attention to try to figure out, and he basically kind of not fully dismissed it, but was like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but not totally unusual. Yeah, 7. You're looking around the hut. There's lots of footprints. There's obviously Hisrin's been going in and out of the garden from what you've seen her do. So it could just be just a lot of footprints in the dirt and the mud in the area, but nothing that kind of stands out as a distinct paw print from Julian. Working Beltua, is this your? Oh. So is Rilrick. It's like Pac-Man. I was just about to I was just about to change it over so they could see what you all were doing. It's like Pac-Man. And Rilrick is just following you. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. So Histrin notices that you're kind of looking around, Xylith, and she asks you, "Is there anything I can help you with? Did you drop something, or can I help you?" Sure, we'll just say yeah, for the sake of it, yeah. Oh, I believe Julian went over to the carriage. He had a little bit of a rough night. Um, I think he wanted some alone time. But last I know, he was over in the carriage. You might just want to go check there. I mean, he might enjoy some. Oh, sure. And she points to a few different bushes that has a few different berries, and also um, some other leafy type plants that are probably herbs for some tea. Rourke, you going swimming? All right. Yeah, there's a 15-foot drop
Yeah, it's
to get
fucking
down there.
Niagara
You
Falls
could
over
try to
here.
climb down into the boat if you want to, but yeah, sir. Dang monks. It's got its benefits for
Among
sure.
Us.
Oh my gosh. Among Us. That's good. Okay. So you do that. Uh, Julian, at this point, are you trying to sleep? You
Trying to sleep, but not very successfully. So like dozing in and out.
roll a Constitution for me, if you would, please.
Roll a Constitution or Constitution save. So.
Constitution. Oh, Constitution save.
Oh, sorry. That was just standard Constitution. Constitution save coming now.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. I'll take your first one.
Okay.
You're depending on how they try to wake you up, you're kind of in and out. Not sleeping very well, but you're kind of in and out.
I would say that Julian at this point is not shivering as but like just vibrating. I would say is the best way to say.
Vibing.
Yeah, so but like a dog when it has a bad dream kind of idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Xylith, since you are with Hisrin alone, Hisrin's going to kind of inquire a little bit about you now. And she says, "Thank you for helping me. Again, I'm not used to having so many people, so I don't know if I'll be able to help feed all of you all this morning, but I hope to provide at least a little bit. How did you stumble among this group? Are you also looking for the rat shard, or are you looking for other answers in Elfrost?" I see. Uh, did you grow up amongst your own kind, or were you um, did you grow up against or amongst other individuals? I see. Well, there's plenty of your kind around. I don't know which tribe you would belong to necessarily. Judging by your scales, I might be able to garner a couple guesses. But if uh, if you'd like me to look into it, I certainly wouldn't mind trying to help out some fellow adventurers. I definitely know what that is like, being a little bit of an outcast myself and not knowing what uh, what it's like to not have a true family. It's definitely something I'd be more than happy to help you with, dear, if you so choose. Spoilers. Spoilers. To be fair, she was created after Belto was introduced, so. But still, that's funny. Any names uh, that I can maybe inquire about? Do you have a I guess family name more or less? Do you have a family name or some other individuals I can maybe ask about? A tribe leader or um I see. The Shen family comes from an area up in the mountains. Um Maybe it has something to do up there. I have a few people I might be able to reach out to, a few other Dragonborn allies I've made in my time. I will ask and I will find a way to get you a message if I find out anything. Okay. All right. Another 10 minutes or so go by, and she kind of tugs you. Is like, "Thank you for helping. Let's go in and prepare." If yep, you go to the door. You have to crouch under a little bit, and there's a couple of places where you can kind of stand like towards the center of the hut. That's close enough to one corner of basically the kitchen counter to kind of help prepare some stuff, but it's a little uncomfortable, but not unbearable. Yeah, yeah. Uh, okay. For everyone else, you guys have rations, or you guys can try to scavenge for some stuff if a couple people want to search the area, or maybe try to go fishing. Aside from rations, does anyone else want to try to get like forage anything for breakfast or? I Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check for it to just see like how many fish it gets. Yeah, your survival and uh for Helenestra, oh wow. Um you don't like just because you haven't been out of the village that often, you're not quite sure. It might be kind of within the day from your best guess. Yeah. You're talking about where you're supposed to meet up, right? Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah. 19. So you Nyx comes back with quite a few. So it only takes about a couple minutes for him or her. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the first one comes in and he actually has one in both uh claws, talons. drops them down, goes back, comes back with another one, goes back and comes back with another one. So there's 4 fish basically that Nyx has readily gotten for the group. Bless you.
Thank you. I put my mic up so you came through.
Yeah. Cool. So you get the fire starting again. There's 4 fish to make for breakfast. Xylith, after you're done helping Hisrin create some tea or make some tea and some berries, Hisrin gives you in her hands it looks like a massive bowl, but in your hands it's kind of a normal size bowl of some mixed berries and other things to take out to the group. You get the slow pecking, like it's pecking at one of them to basically wants to eat one of them. Give off a little piece. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything for breakfast? Sure. So as you approach the cart, you hear a tiny little rattling sound, and when you get closer to the cart and you peek in, you see that he's kind of shaking a little bit, almost as if kind of like dreaming a bad dream or something. Did you say create a bonfire under him?
Yes and no. Julian is not fully aware at this point, but any kind of like sudden like noises would definitely wake him. So to the point at which, like, if you approach a dog, like, again, they would be pretty damn aware, but right, it depends how much noise you're making. That would absolutely wake up Julian.
Okay.
I need to sleep. Yeah. Thank you. Just please just leave it in the carriage and leave me be, please.
Okay.
But Julian is gonna eat a tiny bit of food. Not massively hungry, but a tiny bit of food is gonna be eaten.
Okay.
Nom 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 nom.
All right. Nice. Perfect, Bobby. Okay. For the sake of narrative, who all ate from the bowl of berries, and who all ate the fish? Obviously,
What was in what Xylus just gave me?
it was the berries.
Well, I ate the berries then.
I knew you did, but anyone else? Okay. Okay. Okay.
I was like, oh my god, the berries. Oh my berries.
Okay.
I love my berries.
Who's Lewis?
Why don't you do it with your cock instead? Oh my god, my berries. Yeah.
Team Fish. All right. Wilrick, are you eating anything? You had a ration. Okay. All right. So, for those that ate the berries, after a little while, you get a kind of a feel-good sensation.
Ooh.
You all get to add a plus. You all get to, for today. You all get to add a +2 to whatever skill check roll that you roll. For
Skill
today.
check roll. Which skill?
You can pick whenever you want to use it, even if,
Yeah,
if it's with advantage or with a disadvantage. You get one roll that you can add a +2 for a skill check today.
Wait. Wait. Is there a way for us to adapt that
The
on
berries
our
are all
scorecard?
berries all eaten at this point.
Wait, is there a way for us to adapt that on our scorecard, or is it just in general?
Just keep a note of it.
Okay, cool. I know what.
Yeah, it's a one-time
I
use.
know what. Okay. Oh, okay. So wonderful news. That
Right. You get to choose any roll that you make, any skill roll that you make for today. Not this session, but for this. You can do it after you before
okay,
like
cool.
yeah. Like you get your roll result and you
just,
can add the 2 to it. Yeah.
Cool.
It's like a luck type.
Cool.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Okay. All right, so you all pack up, get headed out. Hisring comes out to kind of just give you one last farewell and looks you all over and asks if there's anything else that you all need before you depart and continue on your way to Elfrost. Any takers? Okay. Okay. She there's a couple new ones. Yep. It's like, of course, if you see your mother, please tell her I send my best. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed the books. She takes the stack of books and with the flick, the books just disappear. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Anyone else want to take up the last minute opportunity of any requests, any things that people may want, any questions?
I'm asleep.
And there's that. But anyone else?
Nay.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. So Julian's asleep, taking up 2 spots of the 6 spots in the back.
Julian will wake up if you do that.
I'm gonna switch over to the tabletop view just to see how people are gonna be arranging things in the cart. For the sake of actually like being able to arrange folks in the cart. There you go.
Wait, that's Julian. Okay, Julian needs to be there.
Okay, there's Julian. Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't see where Julian there was for a second. Oh!
Yeah, there's a little bit of a rise, and the horse is like looking back, like what's going on? Oh, Malamol, the storm is brewing, but it's going to be a long time before the storm comes in this campaign. All right. Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people. Yeah. Rick?
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, so you all are going at walking pace for now. Oh, there was one time you guys were going a little bit quicker, but I think that was once. Yeah. All right, so was it 10 or 30? Was it 10? Okay.
About a week ago.
Unless you all told Beltor and Nymphis, neither of them know really. Right. What, the stable keep, or I had to go back and check? Yeah, probably VOD. Did I write down the name? No, I didn't. Yeah, we can go back and check it. I mean, obviously, if we don't remember the name, it's not really an important name at the moment. But anyways.
His name was Freddy Krueger.
Anyways, you all are in, basically, for what the party could manage for the time being. All right, so you all are heading out on your way. Final waves, farewells from Histrin. You all head out. I need, let's see, Xylith, Rad, Helenestra, and Belto, since you're all there kind of leading out. Go ahead and make perception rolls, please.
Remember, you have +2 if you need it.
I wouldn't recommend using it right now. You might want it later.
Remember, you have +2.
You know what? I did think about that when I got home today. It's like when it comes to 21st. Just gonna spam you on Twitter, Discord. All right.
Summer has come and gone.
Nice.
Wake me up.
I'm awake. Actually, you need to be awake.
Yeah.
All right. So, 15, 5, 13, 13. All right. Cool. So, as you all head out, it's a pretty uneventful morning. As you get to about midday, you start to see a couple of other carts coming, crossing your path, coming from up in Elfrost's direction. Nothing out of the ordinary for either one of the carts. Silas, you're kind of just carefree, kind of a little bit concerned about Julian, so you're not really paying attention to your surroundings too much. But from what Belto and Rad and Helnestor were observing, nothing too much has been going on in the morning. Come afternoon, not too much going on either. You see a couple of traders also making their way down either to the trading post or somewhere else. If you guys want to stop and ask one of them for something, more than welcome to, or else you can push on. How are you asking that in your broken common? Julian, Rad, and you know Elvish.
New.
I need you to make a charisma check, please. No, just charisma. Just charisma. Just charisma. Just charisma. $10? Okay. One person. So this specific trader has two people, and one person looks at you and gives a very weird look of like, I heard what you said, but I'm not sure what you said. So you trying to intimidate them now? And so the other person draws a crossbow at you and says, "What did you say?" You said that in Elvish? Oh, okay. No, from what you can tell, they are human. So the person, yeah, 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 and the person who has the crossbow up is like, yeah, but we're not traitors. If you okay, puts the crossbow down, but you notice that the individual kind of keeps it close by because now now she's on edge. The person in the front of the cart who was more perplexed instead of like taken aback by what was said. I was like, it's all right. And he looks back, honey, it's fine, it's fine. We're okay. It's fine. Put the crossbow away. We're just a misunderstanding. That's all. You can tell that. Yeah. Um, and he says, we've been traveling around for the season. We pick up some wares here and there, and we try to take some kind of rare and unexpected things from different parts of the realm and give them to some folks who may not be able to get such things. So we've got the few rare trinkets. Yes. Would you be interested in any?
Can I remind people that Julian no longer has armor?
Oh yeah,
You.
he's not wearing armor. No, he's been asleep the whole time. I mean, if anyone looked, basically, if anyone looked at, well, I guess we could roll perceptions if you guys want to, but
It's up to you, yeah. No, I didn't tell
no,
you.
I mean,
No.
no, yeah.
Mhm.
But yes, the merchant says, yes, quite a few things. We've got quite a few things from Radical, the capital, but there's also a few other little trinkets that we've picked up along the way from various places. There's some great dwarven cast weaponry, and there's some really fine crafted elven jewelry. We've got quite a few odds and ends. Would you like it? Would you like a look? Shopping. Oh no. What have I done? Remember, there is a lady on edge who has a crossbow right by her.
Quote unquote. I'm rad. I'm in a good mood today. I'm not going to do anything evil or steal.
Okay. Well, let's just. So they pull off to the road, and you all have to kind of circle back a little bit to get next to each other, and you park the carriage about 10 feet away, so there's a little bit of a gap. They open up one side of their carriage because kind of all boxed up. So they open up one side, and you see one wall has all this kind of fine jewelry. There's some handcrafted wood carvings that look very elvish in nature. There is quite a few pieces of forged steel weaponry that looks very dwarven in nature. And what you get the sense that all this stuff is pretty rare, probably pretty expensive too. They have a lot of things that seem to be kind of more on the upside of things, and they really make their trade from getting kind of rare pieces and bartering and trading for some pieces as well. So if you magical rings, yes, we've got a couple of them over here, and he pulls out a couple of drawers, and I guess here's a couple of magic rings. Not sure entirely what they do. We trade them for some other things, but if you got something to trade or want to buy them, then yeah, you all after hearing how so after you hear just like how excited Nymphis is getting, you all kind of pique interest and you all hop out and take a look at the cart. The display is maybe about 10, 12 feet wide after it's kind of expanded out. So there's not like much standing room for maybe more than two people at the same time, but you all can kind of look around and take a guess at like kind of get a brief look at what's there. uh, um, as far as the the rings, you kind of get the sense that maybe they're not quite the bookie type people as they're kind of stammering. It's like, maybe a couple of those books for one of the rings, maybe. A lot of our clientele don't really buy books, so I'm not sure how much use we're going to get out of them. But maybe throw 50 gold in with two of the books, and we'll call it a deal. Okay. So you hand over two of the books and 50 gold, and you get. So he hands over, or she kind of cautiously picks the ring out and like hands it to you, kind of trying to keep an eye on Helenestra, but she hands it to you and takes the books and kind of stuffs them away somewhere in the back. Okay.
Wait, I was about to say, did we have like a? Do we know what kind of ring was just got or not?
Once you identify them, yeah.
Cool, wonderful.
Yep. Well, yes. Happy to depart of it. We'll see if maybe we'll try to get more books so that we haven't been very successful with books in the past, but we'll see if the name strikes a meaning or anything.
Yeah, that's right. Chastise these traitors.
I've
Clearly
never
not
heard
an
of a
elf
storm
frost.
weather before, unless you're talking about a stormy weather, which happens just with the seasons. But no, I'm a trader. I'm not an adventurer. I don't.
Oh, you are. Oh, you are a traitor.
And he looks around. Is like, any of interest of anyone else? Got wonderful decadent elven jewelry. There's dwarves' craftsmanship, which is the best in the land. Yes. As you come forward, she, the lady in the cart is going. Yep. you see the lady basically put her hand on the crossbow, like in a ready to fire position, like in case you do anything suspicious. So like she's letting you come up, but she's very on edge. Yeah, so there's a few pieces that are kind of jewel encrusted and some kind of like copper plating, silver plating. There's some other kind of more um, wood crafted type stuff that almost has like inlays of stones and gems and other things that kind of like entwined, almost like kind of a delicate craftsmanship of mixing different pieces of the craft together. Also, kind of some are have like necklaces that are of gold and other precious metals. Some are more wood based, so they kind of more sit as a rigid structure. But there's a kind of a variety of different um, jewelry. Most of it elvish, but there are some other jewelry influences as well. Mm-hmm. And the gentleman says, "How much?" For that piece, 30 gold would be quite nice. Or if you have something equivalent of trade that could maybe get traded for. This piece came from the wonderful land of Minfell, the uh, elven city on the coast. And you can look at the the ring itself is almost made of this kind of marble looking stone, and it's got some kind of wood and maybe almost like a black sand inlays, and it makes this kind of insignia on the top, and it almost has kind of like a very specifically designed curves as it goes around the ring on the inside and the outside. Okay. Or yeah. Okay. And in the lady kind of who was having the crossbow now kind of relaxes a little bit, seeing kind of tear up from receiving it. And the gentleman's like, well, I'm so happy that you're happy with this. This the gentleman looks over to you, Magnificent. You put the coin basically in his lap. It's like, is this special? I mean, I see that she's. Oh, it's just, is this special to her? This ring or? Well, happy customer. Um, please let us know if there's anything else that we can get for you. And he points over to another piece in the cabinet. It's not quite the same design. That was kind of like, as far as anything made out of stone or marble. There's nothing else there, but there's a basically another necklace that is a little bit more of a hardwood that almost looks like stone, but it's wood. And he kind of points to his, like, if your friend wants this, I'd be willing to part with it if it brings that much joy to her, and give you a discount on that if you so choose. It would normally run 20, but I'll part with it for 15 gold. Mr. Moneyman over here. So he takes down the necklace and hands it over to you. And then as you do that, he looks. Anyone else interested? Again, more dwarven forged items. You big sir back in the back. Care for another weapon in your arsenal? Looking at you, Parthenax. Roll this. Just roll a strength check. Just
Bring us in a break.
just roll a strength check. Just roll a strength check. 8. So you throw the ring down. It kind of bounces off a couple of things.
Tom
But
and Jerry's it.
it kind of just lands in the pile. And the lady in the back is like, "Hey, be careful with our stuff. This is precious stuff. You damage it, you buy it."
She turns into a goblin, apparently.
She's very pissed off at this point, like very unsettled from the onset. So, I mean, she was sympathetic, but she's still on edge. And he's like, well, okay. He grabs the ring from where it fell and puts it back in the drawer. It's like, you sure you're not interested in the weapon? I know you all like your weapons. Like, trying to entice you to buy something. Okay. And he looks at the rest of you and is like, well, your one friend here seemed to be a happy purchaser. Anyone else would like to take part in the wares that we have? If not, happy doing business with you. And he looks over to you, Nifis, like, sure none of your other friends want anything? I mean, that big guy, I got a sword that's perfect for him. I mean, you're right there. He wasn't being overly discreet about it. Yeah. Yeah. How are you asking? Sure. And as Yep. Yep. Who all's up there right now because obviously, and well, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yep, I'm good. So Nifis is up there. Hemnis was up there. Parthenex was up there at one point. All right, you're up there. So Rad, Belto, and Warwick, are you all just kind of standing back and looking, or? Okay. So roll a perception for me, Rad, and then Warwick, what are you doing? Okay. Perception 12. There are a few elven pieces that from the kind of jewelry stuff you're kind of familiar with in their design. Some of them are kind of in the kind of in the style that your tribe has. So there's some pieces there that you recognize. There's also uh, a quiver of arrows that's in a very nicely delicate kind of elven bag, so that kind of draws your attention to of like, oh, maybe these could be enchanted arrows or something like that. And then there's amongst the this one side of the dwarven weapons, there's another weapon that stands out. It looks a little bit more elvish in design than pure dwarven. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a little bit longer than a short sword, not quite as long as a long sword. Almost like a rapier, a little bit shorter of a rapier.
Were you raping?
And then for you, Parthenex, as you come back, the male goes around the cart and instead of two doors opening, pulls down this display, and on the other side, that's where you see a whole rack of bigger swords. There's an axe there. There's a long sword that has very delicate crafting on the hilt. Looks like it's a dwarven insignia. And there's a few other more kind of normal short and long swords that aren't as impressive, but there's one there that really just kind of stands out amongst the rest. And there's also an axe. It looks pretty similar to the axe that you have, but there's a sword there that almost looks like it's kind of built for someone of your stature. Mm-hmm.
I certainly hope so.
So roll a dexterity for me, please. Just a dexterity check. There's a long sword that's a little bit thicker than a normal long sword. Oh my gosh.
Oh! Well, I mean, at least it's not a nat one.
Not
in
in that
fairness.
one. As you're kind of swinging it around, it feels a little weird. You're not used to wielding a sword. You're really familiar with your axe, so it doesn't quite feel the same as the axe. And it's like the balance is different because instead of like you doing two-handed, you're like you try to do two-handed, but the hilt's not quite long enough to get both hands. Well, so you're on the other side of the cart. He's around the back. The lady turns to you and is like, "You break it, you buy it! Be careful with our stuff!"
Fuck you, bitch.
No, you still don't know what they do. Well, like, yeah, she told you what, like, yeah, but you don't know what the effect is going to be if you, like, when you use them. You can try. Oh, so as the sword goes flying, and the guy of the group goes and runs to get the sword. Yeah, I mean it doesn't go very far. It's I mean, Parthenax is strong, but he didn't like hunk it. He just kind of like tossed it to the side. So the guy runs over about 10 feet and starts dragging it along because it's too heavy for him. And then he just kind of leans it up against the cart. It's like so you pick up what the axe, the one axe that's there. Is that what you said? Okay. All right, roll another dex. With advantage because you're a lot more familiar with the axe. 10.
Does seem like
It feels pretty good. As far as the balance, it's comparable to your great axe. In comparison, it's a little bit smaller, so you can swing it a little bit faster. It might not deal quite the blow, but it's a little bit more nimble to work with in your hands. So the lady is going to look at you as like, and like with a kind of a shocking face, looks over to the male. Is like, why are we entertaining these people? You see how they're treating our stuff? Let's go. She's very on edge right now, and like she's visibly shaking with how nervous she is. Are you close to the car? Are you like moving away from the car? Are you still within like 5 feet of the cart? Okay, roll.
Sword, my diamond sword. You know
Both of you roll dexterity.
my diamond sword.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Save for you, just a normal dex for Parthenax, which he did. Okay, so you successfully grab the axe, kind of making sure you don't get hit. Oh, this is gonna be funny if it fails. Oh my gosh. As you're swinging around, the axe slips your grip and knocks off one of the wheels of the merchant cart. It just tears through like.
Okay.
and the guy just freaks out. It's like, ah! And now the lady's like, ah! And she's gonna try to shoot you because, like, no, I mean this is like just mayhem ensues. She shoots and it's an 11. Your AC's higher, so she misses. And, like she didn't do it like, as far as you can tell, like not intentionally. She's like, yeah. And like after it fires, she kind of stumbles a little bit and is like, "What have you done?"
You know, I Guys, I think it's time. At this point, Julian wakes up, fully wakes up, and Julian is angry, very angry. Not at anyone in particular, just angry in general.
Also, the horse tries to start running off from the carriage, from the merchant carriage, and now everything's starting to bounce out of the carriage. The guy's trying to go chase the horse. The lady in the back is like bouncing up and down, trying to hold on to everything as it's falling off. Yeah, yeah. Well, what stuff were you eyeing up? Like the elven jewelry or something else? The sword that Parthenax was interested in, or a different? Oh no, the elven sword. Yeah. Um, it falls out. The sword falls out. The quiver. The quiver falls out too.
So okay. No, I've got no idea. I'm literally just exiting the car.
All right. So
Just
while
exiting
this
the
is
car.
so while okay, so Helenestra and Rad are chasing after the cart, trying to recover stuff. Nificent and Parthenax, what are you doing in this? Bless you. So Rorik, Ghost, and Belto, or Xyloth and Belto, like as soon as you hear the crash of Parthenax's axe into the wheel, you see all this transpire, and over the next 10 seconds, you're like, what the heck is going on?
What the fuck are you doing?
So, any reaction to this? There's no fight that's broken out because now the woman is bouncing along the cart that's being drawn away. And Julian, you just wake up to this loud crash, and now just a horse neighing and running off.
And literally it just comes straight outside and just scream at the top of what is capable.
2 seconds later, Gerald has started, and now it's running off.
Shut up! That literally, as loud as Julian can possibly muster, screams, "Shut up!"
And that's when Gerald shoots. Is when Julian says, "Shut up!" And now that cart's running away. Yep. And your carts are going in the opposite directions. Yep. Is gone. Well, the fact that the cart's kind of like bouncing along, it's going a little bit slower than you can run. So at this point, are you trying to pick up every piece or just trying to pick up some pieces? Yeah, I mean after like 15 seconds, not a lot of stuff's falling out anymore. But at this point, it's like 90 feet to catch up because of like you took like 15 seconds to collect everything. There is an assortment of some jewelry that's fallen out. There's a couple of weapons that fell out as well. There's some random pieces of like parchment, and now there's ink bottles that have spilled over and crashed and are no longer usable. One of Nifis's books fell out. Which cart? Um, at this point, like as long as it took you all to react, it's like 30 feet away at this point. Like you all could sprint to probably catch up with it in like 3 or 4 rounds. Like a good 20 seconds to sprint to catch up to it. If Helen Estra stopped to pick it up, yes. Sure. Okay. Oh, good thing it wasn't the other number. Yeah. So you noticed it, and you yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can like, yeah. The book would be a lot to, yeah, to hold with everything. The book would be a little much, but like if you toss the book over, you're holding. Like you got maybe a good 60-70% of it, and Rad has kind of picked up the other stuff as he's been going along. Oh, well, in that case, yeah, no, it was the book that fell out of the cart. The book hits the side of the cart and then falls to the ground again.
Yep.
Where's the carnival music when you need it? You can. Holy crap. Yeah, you turn back around, the cart is a good 200 feet from you now. Freaking monks. I'm gonna say you're encumbered, so you get half your speed because of all the stuff you're carrying, though. Yeah, yeah. All right. So I want currently Xylith and Wilrick to roll dexterity in order to try to catch up to the cart. Belter, what are you doing? Right, right. Okay. Okay. And then Julian, you're kind of bouncing along a little bit, and then the horse is just kind of running wherever, not guided on the path. So every once in a while, you get a little jolt up and down while you're in the cart.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything in response to that?
Yes, indeed. I am gonna roll for animal handling if I can.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm gonna. And basically, this is obviously gonna try and halt Gerald. And basically, just like try and calm Gerald down.
Yep. So you all see as you all are running towards the cart, Julian hops up on the front, and actually you have disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Let me roll again. Yeah, fuck.
Oh well, okay, that doesn't matter. So even your kind of stupor state, you get on the front, you grab the reins, you manage to rein Gerald in. So it takes another 10 seconds or so for Xylith to get there, and another 10 seconds after that for Woolwork to get there. And yeah, so and Geo, I did you say you were running towards the cart yet, or are you just kind of standing there in bewilderment?
Memories, all alone with my memories.
So about 5 seconds there, you see Rad pass by you with a little bit of a load, carrying a sword and a quiver and a few other little pieces of knickknacks. Another 20 seconds go by, and then you see Helenestra running like the wind. I don't think Parthenax said what he was doing it after he knocked the wheel off the cart. Yes. He's taking off after the merchant cart. Because a crossbow bolt came flying towards him. All right. Well, currently the guy is running after the carriage that's running faster than he is at the moment. The lady in the back is still, well, I mean, it was good like 4 hours. Like you're about 1 p.m. at this point. No, this was supposed to be just a simple get a couple of things.
Yes, I know.
So you take off in a mad dash towards the cart. It's at this point it's about 60 feet away while you're running after it. I guess you picked up your great axe before you started chasing, right? Okay. All right. Just as a note, the one sword that you tried and the other axe in the cart that was leaning up against the cart are still on the ground. So you just grab your axe and you just run, charging with your axe behind your head. Okay. All right. At this point, you're 60 feet out. What do you want to do? You're sick. So this is like you starting the pursuit. At this point, you see Rad and Helenestra collecting things. And at this point, Helenestra's kind of stopping and is like, "Nope, I'm going back that way." Yeah. Go ahead, Bobby. Yep. Okay. Okay. No, Wilrick was going with Sylith. Yeah, Wilrick was going with Sylith. So Parthenax's speed is 30. Belto, yours is 30. Yeah. But yeah, you're probably like 15 feet behind him or so. Yeah, but if it's she's on you, we bonus action to take it out. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So y'all are chasing after the cart. You're 60 feet out right now. What do you want to do? Actually, so Parthenax and Belto roll for initiative, please. To see who's going first. Parthenax, you get a advantage, or you get a surprise round. Okay, so 6 for Parthenax. So, what are you doing on your surprise round? You got 60 feet of movement, or you got 30 feet of movement. Sorry, you get a surprise round. The cart's moving away from you, and you just picked up your axe and. Okay. No, like so you and Helnestra were spent about like 5-10 seconds picking up stuff. So this is like 10 seconds afterward where Parthenax is like, nope, time to go. Whee! So it's about 10 seconds where like you start to turn around, and Helenestra's like tossed the book and now has decided to turn back around as well. So Helenestra is about 30 feet away from the cart and is starting to turn around to come back. And now Parthenax is making a mad dash towards the cart. So, Parthenax, what do you want to do? You're 60 feet away from the cart. I mean, you've got your axe. No. I'm. You're totally right. Oh no, I'm looking at Parthenax's character sheet at the moment. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to. All right, so you're chasing it. You're going to use your action to dash and. Okay, so you can get to the cart with your movement, but you've used your action. I mean, no, I'm not going to say it because then you're going to do it. Is that your turn? Okay. Well, shit. This episode's not going to end the way I thought it was going to end.
Nope.
Okay. Well. Oh shit.
How far away is the horse right now?
Which horse? Your horse or?
No. We've already got Gerald. Their horse.
Also, their horse is like. You mean from where
Yeah,
your
from
cart
where
is?
I am. From where I am.
Oh, from where you are? Probably like 350 feet or so.
Within? Are they within screaming distance?
No, probably
Okay,
not.
I was
Not
gonna
with the
throw a hail.
chaos.
I was gonna throw a fucking Hail Mary and it just basically scream heal and see if there was an outside chance I can make it stop right then and there. But okay, can't do that. Well, no, I've
Well,
already
you
stopped
stopped
Gerald
now,
at this
but,
point. No,
yeah.
Gerald has stopped at this point.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the lady is going to take her turn to, let's see.
Oh my God.
She sees you coming and is going to try to shoot you because Because like you're basically like charging and with your axe up, so she now thinks you are trying to attack and try to shoot you with the crossbow. Oh shit! That's a 2 on the die. That's not going to hit. It's going to attempt to reload. Does successfully reload and shoots again. That's a 13 to hit. I don't think that hits. Parthenax. Oh, his AC's 11. That does hit. All right, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh no, what a shame. Yeah, quite a lot.
And then she moves to she uses her movement to move to the front of the cart to try to start like directing the horse where to go. It is now Belto's turn. And again, I need circus music for this next time. Oh my gosh. Well, he moved and dashed, so he's 60 feet away now. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's not your turn yet. Okay. All right. It is the horse's turn now, and this is gonna keep. It's gonna keep running. Yeah, it moves. It just keeps running. It's still kind of distracted a little bit from everything that's going on, so it's not quite under control. So instead of getting the full movement and dash, it only gets to move 50 feet instead of the 80 feet that it would have moved. So it's moved the cart 50 feet away from you now. Now it's Parthenax's turn. The Nymphus. Okay. So are you actually turning to Nymphus or are you turning to Belto? Okay. Okay, got it. So what'd you say to Belto or what? They're taking the obvious to Isengard. What do? You got movement, you got an action, bonus action. Fight! Kiss. Oh shit.
This is when Parthenax finds out that these traders are trained fucking samurai who have 100 health.
No, as far as what's going on, the cart's being dragged along. The one wheel is being torn apart in the back. Yeah, the horse moved it. the horse was able to move it 50 feet away. So it's 50 feet away from you right now.
Horses be horsing.
Which cart? Your cart or yeah? Okay. The party's cart. The party's cart. Okay. Okay. All right. So the guy is going to continue to run after the horse and try to like whistle to it to make it stop, and fails to do so, and keeps running after the cart.
Running up that hill.
So now it's
running after horse.
the lady's turn. The lady's going to try to halt the horse. She fails. So Belto, your turn. Okay. I mean, you're 50 feet away from it, so. Yeah, I would say you can do the woe as a bonus action. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Animal handling. Straight roll. 16. Okay. Yeah, the horse stops. And the cart comes to a screeching halt with more jostling. What didn't come out before, there's a few more things that fell out of the cart now, since it's now kind of stopped going the other direction. And you've got 10 more feet of movement since it was 50 feet away, and you're right there. You passed the guy. You ran past the guy, and now you're right by the cart. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, the horse is stopped now, so its turn is basically done for now. Parthenax, are you still going back to the other cart? Okay. All right. So at this point, the guy catches up to you, and he's like, "Thank you." And now the lady's like, once kind of gets her bearings, draws the crossbow at you, and the guy's like, "No, no, 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 no!" Manages to convince her to not shoot you, but she's still got this thing aimed at you, and she's looking back, and now she sees Parthenax running the other, or stomping away the other way, and is like, "Get your stuff back! You ruined our lives! What have you done? What have your friends done?" He looks at the man. It's like, "We're ruined! Our whole business!" And he's like, he basically doesn't, he's freaking out. He doesn't know what to do at this point. It's about at this point that Helenestra shows up to Jarl's cart with everything that she's holding. Well, as soon as the your cart took off, all you know is that Parthenax blasted the wheel. The one cart went off. Your cart went off. You all ran after that cart. That's all. That's all. Yeah, and you just see Helenestra like running mad dash style, almost catches up with Wilrick before both of you all get to the cart, and just holding a whole bunch of things in her hands. I mean, most of it's jewelry and some other knickknacks. Like maybe it's like little minor things, but nothing major. No, it stopped at this point. Julian stopped the cart. Yeah, cart stopped. Yeah. You hear this loud clattering of metal, stone, mineral, metal pieces just clatter on the back of this of the carriage. And you say this is Ylith. Are you still standing there? Okay, okay. No, you just ran past Nymphis. Nymphis was just kind of dumbstruck for the last minute and a half. Yeah. Yeah. No, like you made it to your cart within a minute, and Nymphis is just standing there like, what? So yeah, we'll say okay. About this time, Parthenax, you're stomping back. You're just about to pass Nymphis. What do you do? And about this time, Rad, you also get to the cart. I don't know if you're back yet, Rad, but you get to the cart with what you picked up. Which one's the real one? Yeah, so you're just about to pass Nymphis, Parthenax, as you're stomping along. It's only Nymphis there. Only Nymphis there. Okay. All right. So you just keep stomping away. Takes you another minute or so to get to the cart. Brad, the horse goes up. Does not get startled, so does not run off. It's like just like, oh, this again. Okay. Poor Gerald. Okay. There's only a few pieces left on the ground. It's some other pieces of jewelry. There's a couple of weapons. There's not a lot on the ground left after. Well, you weren't really paying attention, so as far as you know, that's all that fell out of the cart. But obviously, Helenestra and Rad made off like thieves. Okay. see scratch marks where it got roughed up across the covers. Some of the pages are now bent on the inside. Yep. So Rad, while you were away, you joined up with the rest of the cart since Helenestra just sped past you. Helenestra's dropped all of what she gathered into the cart, and it's right now it's Wilric, Xylith, Julian, and Helenestra at the cart as you come up running with your haul. It's safe to say that, I mean, what she gathered was probably from the cart. Right. So Belto, the guy and the lady now are just kind of yelling at each other, like not knowing what to do. The guy is basically submissive, and the lady's obviously the guy is the kind of the seller, kind of runs the thing, and then the lady's kind of like the boss lady, basically. And she's like, "What?" pointing the. And she's like, "How can we trust you after you attacked us?" Uh, the hmm, she doesn't shoot. She doesn't shoot. Okay. And she's like, "Go pick it up! Go pick it up!" And the guy goes over, is like, "Okay," and like looking at you to make sure you're not gonna try to grab it. He's like, and he grabs it and it's like, okay. And he's like, "You go get our stuff. We'll be fine. Just leave us alone." Right? You can hear them. You can hear them bickering as you're walking away. Yep. Okay. So, you walk by. Nymphis is still standing there, looking at the tattered book. Oh, that's right. That's right. So, Belta, did you drop your? Okay. All right. Because yeah, your shield. In case it comes up, that drops you down 2 for your armor class. Okay, so you start I'm guessing walking back or jogging back, or are you running back? Okay. So you see Nifis starting to like slowly, carefully pick things up. There's a few other pieces kind of leading towards Ural's cart. Looks like some pieces made it away. Past where the cart was, leading to your cart, and it's 350 feet to get to Ural's cart. So it's going to take you a couple minutes to get there, unless you're going fast. Julian, while all this is going on, you're kind of now you've been invaded by both Helenestra and Rad, just dumping things where you were just sitting in the where you were. Now you're in the front, but now you have 4 of your party members who have kind of just disturbingly awoken you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, at this point, I'm already awake because of everything that's happened. I've stopped Gerald, so
Right.
I am awake enough to realize what the hell's going on. But I just see them. I just like,
Where did you get all that? All of it? I don't recall you having that much money. Oh, I guess it fell off a tree. Maybe you should go give it back. Is that so?
I don't know.
so what was that? Well, no, but I do. But yeah.
Like, has it ever
But-
come up?
No, but no. The Hellenessa does not know this.
It's about this time that Parthenax gets to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And Parthenax, you're just like there, kind of just seeing everyone talking about returning something. And you just see this pile of what was in the merchant's cart belongings as you come up. Julian's now awake on the seat of the front of the carriage, and everyone else is just kind of talking amongst each other about what's supposed to be being done with all the belongings.
Oh, Jesus. And at this point, so obviously Wilrick and Xylith has said to return it. What are Helenestra and Rad looking like they're going to do? Are they looking like they're going to return it, or are they not? That's up to you. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I would like to roll intimidation versus Rad.
So you don't say you want to roll. You say you're going to do something, and I'll tell you if you need to roll for it or not.
Apologies. I would like to try and basically intimidate Rad.
Okay. What are you saying?
Basically, I'm going to scream at him saying, "Return it! No!"
Now you can roll for intimidation.
Wonderful.
13. Roll a charisma save, Red. 13.
And I would like to add +2 to my use my thing to add my +2 right now to my intimidation.
You get the sense, Rad, that while the intimidation's already happened. So after he does it, So hang on, let's process this first. All right, Brad, you get the sense that it might not be such a good idea to just all up steal from someone all of their possessions and leave them out to dry completely. Your morals are like, it's like onesie or twosie type things. I'm okay with that. But everything that we just took from these people, maybe that's not such a good idea. Yeah. Nian, roll a attack with advantage. Yes. You may. So roll a perception check, Wilrick, to see if you can react in time. You get an advantage. 18. So Wilrick, you don't get in front of it in time. Helen Estra, I'm pretty sure.
My armor class is 13. If it's
Yeah,
armor
so that
class,
hits. Julian, I need you to roll a d4.
Roll a d4. Let's go. Roll d4.
2. It starts to become harder to breathe. You can still
Wonderful.
breathe, but it's almost like the air that you're breathing in is heavy. And you take 7 points of piercing damage.
That's me taking 7
Yes.
points. Cool.
You're okay. It's just very hard to breathe right now. Okay.
I think I'm gonna start getting some flashbacks.
For the sake of brevity, so we can kind of wrap up this session. Belto, you make it back to the cart. Now everyone is back to the cart.
You're there now!
Everyone's now back at the cart. Okay, right. So Nymphis, you take everything that you managed to gather. You approach the cart. As they're bickering, you interrupt the male of the group, and you show that you brought some of the stuff back. And he thinks, and he looks and he's like, "Oh, thank you." And the lady is like, "You're getting the rest of our stuff back, right?" And again pulls up the crossbow. She's like completely on edge right now. Okay. And she's like, "Well, hurry on, go!" And starts quibbling with the guy again. Two minutes go by. Everyone's now at the cart. Collectively, what do you all want to do? Brad, Helnestra, you keep trying to keep anything? Anyone else trying to steal anything or like sleight of hand anything before taking everything back? Okay. So roll the sleight of hand. Not specifically monk. Maybe something that like you could use as just part of your ability to handle weapons, but nothing specifically monk. Okay. All right, 14. What's everyone's? Does anyone have a passive perception higher than a 14?
Nope.
Higher than the 14. All right. So Helenestra, you're the only one that sees Rad pocket this quiver of arrows. All right. As far as the rest of the party knows, everything that was dropped out of the cards accounted for. What do you all do?
Um, can I also just
Drama,
sorry, can I also just
drama,
clarify?
drama, drama.
Who saw Helenestra attack Julian? Did anyone see Helenestra attack Julian?
Oh,
Did anyone actually see that happen?
I mean, well, yeah, you tried to protect. Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
by and
Well,
large,
yeah.
people
So you did, but did
probably knew what happened.
Yeah. no people knew what happened? Okay, cool.
Yeah, except for Nimbus.
That's fine, Belter.
Brad does, yeah.
Julian hears perfectly, stares at both of them, and will remember.
All right. So Belto and Nymphis, you all take the belongings back. After everything's said and done, the guy is very thankful. The lady is still just going at it, just mad as heck. Y'all do anything else after you drop off the goods? Well, thank you so much for doing it. So sorry. Hope everything. And the lady's like, "Well, come on, let's go. We gotta get this fixed now. Gotta wait for another trader to come by with the wheel." Well, the wheel's torn to pieces. Because remember, Parthenek's kind of, whacked it off. like half, like a quarter of the wheel was basically smashed off. All right, well, y'all head off. The merchants start kind of re-racking things back in their cart, and they're arguing. You pick it up without a problem. Yeah. They're mostly distracted at the moment. You can give us that shield. That'd be good payment.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Great job, guys.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up there, folks. That was an interesting session. Yeah. We'll get to actually what I wanted to get to this week, next week. I don't even know.
Clearly.
Why do I keep saying that? I don't even know anymore. Right? Yeah, I don't have this. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, folks. For who's in the live stream, for everyone who's watching on the VOD, appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks. I think most everyone will be available in 2 weeks, so hopefully that's when we'll be back. Yeah. There's already a little bit of that. All right. Well, everyone, have a good night. See ya.